continent of Africa, and this is what she said. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed participants of the 10th EdTech Summit 2024, it is a great honor for me as your semester to address this gathering of education and technology enthusiasts who are deeply committed to raising the standards of education and the quality of education in Kenya and beyond. Indeed, globally, through integration of technology, innovation, and STEM disciplines. Semester has long been at the forefront of promoting STEM education with a specific focus on research-driven teacher training. We understand the teachers are the pillars of quality education. By equipping them with knowledge and skills, we empower them to nurture future innovators and problem solvers. Our approach is not just theoretical, but evidence-based, which I think is what all of us are geared towards sharing this during this summit. We are keen on ensuring that our learners benefit from the strong foundation built around them by the teachers, and we are keen on ensuring the teachers get this support, particularly on building communities of practice. As a master, one of the things that we've been keen on is ensuring that the teachers build a strong ecosystem around them in what we call communities of practice to support each other in training. Recently, together with partners that came from such gathering, from EdTech engagement, we're able to train over 500 teachers recently in 10 counties on coding, which is a valuable skill that our learners need to take as they go forward. So Semester stands proud embodying the T in STEM through initiatives like our STEM and coding bootcamps during the holidays or during the school breaks. We host a large number of students here who come to get skills on coding, coding.
Thank you, Martin. Very much regards to Jacinta as well and the entire team at Semester for hosting us. Before I invite our conference convener, allow me to just give a special recognition to the EdTech Hub team, together with those behind the scenes who are helping us coordinate this conference. If you could just please be upstanding. If you're part of the team behind the scenes, just stand. I want to do it at the very, very early onset, because I know we do this as a vote of thanks. But as you, EdTech team, come on guys, please don't let me down. Here goes. Let's appreciate there's a lot of work that has been put in to make this happen. And to speak on their behalf, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Jennifer Otieno, who's the CEO of EdTech East Africa and the Kenya co-leader of the EdTech.
Jennifer Otieno, as you heard, I am the CEO of EdTech East Africa. We are the convener of the event alongside the numerous partners that you heard read this morning. And we're very grateful to be back here with you again this year. This is our third year at Semester. Really love it here because we keep coming back. Part of that is because we truly believe in the work that Semester does to build capacity of ecosystem actors within Kenya to lead transformative learning experiences. And they're just one of the amazing partners who we collaborate with to do that. I mentioned we were, Mr. Mungai and I were just chatting here and saying, I can't believe we're back here again. It seems like yesterday that we were here. And so this morning I actually was reflecting on that and thinking about, what have we done in the last year? The last thing we want to do as EdTech East Africa is just to have events that are nice and then don't move anywhere. And truly, this event is not just meant to be a two-day gathering where we say hello and high-five each other, but then we go back to working in the same ways that we did before. And so we think about this as a catalytic moment, a way for us to take stock of what we've done and to think about what we need to continue to do more effectively together as an ecosystem to drive our work forward. Our day-to-days are often focused on our unique contributions to this community and to learners and to teachers. And we need to get closer to our teachers and learners across the country. We have incredible entrepreneurs doing amazing work across Kenya. So how do we involve them more intentionally in this conversation? From that feedback, we started running our regional summits. So through partnerships with folks on the ground across Kenya, we've now run 3 regional summits. So we began in Western Kenya, partnering with the Education Evidence for Action community, which is a group of research organizations, government leaders, and others who are focused on using evidence in education to improve teaching and learning. And of course, today's theme is all about evidence, so you know that that is very close to our heart. So we partnered with the evidence community in Western Kenya, gathered at Tom Mboya University in Homabay to host our first regional summit. We then went to Mombasa, and we partnered with the entrepreneur ecosystem in Mombasa. Our partners closed the gap, helped us to convene and gather the local ecosystem, local leadership in Mombasa and across the region for the Pwani EdTech Summit. So we had a gathering in Mombasa, first of hopefully many. We then went in partnership with the Frontier County Development Council to Garissa, and we hosted our first gathering in the northern region, bringing together governments, entrepreneurs, researchers, and others who are experts in thinking about the role that technology can play to close the gaps in the northern counties. And so we partnered with our partners in government to actually bring that community together. And this started a cycle of us thinking about, it's not just about us getting information down to the regions, but rather us listening and bringing that feedback back into our discussions. So on day 2, you'll get to hear about those discussions and understand the learnings from those regions. And so we're incredibly grateful for our partners who have made that possible. We also spent time thinking about how do we, again, solve ecosystemic challenges. So we, through 2 different collective action activities, focused on skills for the future and focused on foundational literacy and numeracy, we brought together over 20 organizations to actually build tools and resources that you'll hear a little bit about throughout the 2 days here, of the members of this community easier and more effective. So we are super grateful. I won't list all 20 organizations now, but to the 20 organizations who participated in co-creating those tools, we're grateful to you as well. We also launched last year an online community to make communication easier. In the last year, over 600 people have joined that community, and it's growing every day. So this is a place for us to continue to more effectively share information, evidence, funding opportunities, create spaces for people to collaborate. So if you're not on EdTech Baraza, please make sure you're there and joining your colleagues there. Coming a little bit closer to today, we also heard from this community, we need to have learner voices more involved in from our community and the vision they have for EdTech in Kenya. Similarly, in partnership with Metis and STEAM Labs Africa, we gathered 40 teachers from a variety of different types of schools to do a collective visioning process, to talk about, again, what they as teachers need from us as this ecosystem to be more effective in their work. And they've challenged us as well about what do they want from us to make their work in classrooms and with learners and parents more effective. We also worked with Akili Network to gather feedback from parents online. And we had over 200 parents who contributed their voices and visions into what this ecosystem needs to do, more the work of EdTech more possible. And you've already heard about some of those partners, and just, again, I won't read them out, but incredibly grateful to the steering group who helps to create the agenda for every summit when we gather. We have 20. I wanted you to know that this is MasterCard Foundation, EdTech Hub, and the Ministry of Education here in Kenya. Thank you so much to everyone for being here. We look forward